Good morning, students. Today video lesson is based on the clarification of your doubts which you have asked through the Google form. Okay, and in today's class I'll try to clarify all your doubts and I'll give the answer of all your queries uh, which you have asked in that Google form, which is based on chapter 2, force and pressure, and I'll tell you what mistakes you are making when you are raising the question in the Google form. Okay, and then after that we'll see the brief introduction of our next chapter, that is chapter 3, energy. So before that we'll see all the doubts of the Google form. Okay, so our first question is, ma'am, I don't understand the formula. Okay, here you did not mention which formula you want to ask or which formula you didn't understand. So be sure that whenever you are asking something, it should be properly mentioned. Whatever you are asking, it should be clear to the teacher. Okay. Next question is chapter number 1, unit 1. I can't understand clearly the submultiples and multiples. For the students who have asked the question from chapter 1, they have to wait for another Google form because this clarification session is based on chapter 2. Clear? Next question is also only chapter 1 is written there. Nothing is written there with the proper question. Okay, so this is also the question which was raised from chapter 1. Next question is, ma'am, I am unable to find the back exercise and the question answers of chapter 2.1. So please guide me, how can I get them? So for exercise 2.1 and the question answers of this unit, you will get this notes of this exercise or this unit on the school app. Okay, because that time we were uploading the notes on the that school app. Okay, so you can get the, or you can find the notes and the back exercise of this unit with the video lesson which was uploaded on 9th of June on the school app. Okay, so that you can get there. Okay, our next question is also related with chapter 1. Further questions are also related with chapter 1. So only one question of this Google form was raised properly. Okay, so the students, those who have asked the question from chapter 1, they have to wait for the next Google form. Till then they can see the video lessons of chapter 1, and if still they have the doubt, they can raise their doubts in the next Google form. Okay, so this was all about the doubts and queries of the first Google form. I hope all your doubts are clear now and you have understood how to ask the question when you get the Google form. Okay, as I told you, after discussing the doubts, we'll see a brief introduction of our next chapter, that is chapter 3, energy. So in this class, we're going to learn about the energy and what is exactly the definition of energy and how it is related in our daily life. Okay, so as we know that all living beings perform certain basic activities in order to survive. For performing these activities, they need energy which comes from the food which they consume. Some activities such as playing, cycling, or moving heavy loads need more energy than the activities such as reading, singing, writing, etc. Some activities require more energy, or we can say far more energy than our body can produce. In such situation, we use the energy of animals such as bullock for plowing the fields, or horses and camels for drawing the carts. However, if the demand of the energy is not met by the animals, then we have to use the machines. For example, the locomotive engines use energy of petrol, diesel, coal, etc. to do the heavy work. So after all, what is this energy? Okay, so now we will see what is exactly the energy. So word energy is commonly used in our daily life. Science has given it a definite and precise meaning as energy is ability to do work. Clear? Let us consider few examples. When a raised hammer hits a nail placed on a piece of wood, it drives the nail into the wood. You can see in the diagram. Or when the striker hits the stationary carom coin, it sets the carom coin into motion. How it happened and how the energy can transfer from one object to another. Okay. Or when a child winds the spring of a toy car and then places it on the floor, the toy car is set to in motion. So in these examples, the object acquires the capability of doing work through different means. The object having a capability to do work is said to possess energy. The object which does work loses the energy. At the same time, the object on which work is done gains the energy. But how does this happen? The object having energy exert force on other object and in doing so transfer the energy to that object. And the object which receives the energy may do work. Thus, to sum up, energy is defined as under the capacity or ability of a body to do work is called energy. Clear? So, in a simple way, we can say that energy is the ability or the capacity of the body to do any work. Okay? So, this is all about today's class. Clear? In the next class, we'll see some more examples and new terms of this unit, that is unit 3.1. So that's all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.